Tonight is really a celebration of more than just one issue of 5280.
That's right. It's a chance for 5280 to reflect on its 10 years in the business. And Greg Moody returns now with more on the history of 5280.
Can you believe it? 10 years for 5280 magazine. It's really difficult for a city magazine to make even 1 year, even make it past 4 issues. But 5280 has done it. It's taken a lot of time, a lot of hard work. And as editor-publisher Dan Brogan told me, it takes miracles.
"10 years ago, it began with Denver's top doctors, a list that has become a magazine staple for a decade. 5280 was a magazine created by a city boy from Chicago who got a shock when he hit the Denver city limits.
When I got here, there were 2 things that surprised me. One is that there was a lot of stuff going on. You just had to look a little harder. And 2, that there wasn't a city magazine.
Dan Brogan determined to change that to create a magazine that would become a part of the media mix of the city with an eye toward the good, the bad, and everything in between.
Some of this does come down to luck. We got a lot of attention. TV stations covered us, the newspapers covered us. That was a thrill. The hangover from that was a few weeks later we realized, oh my God, we got to do another one. You know, the next couple issues were tough to get out.
There have been a lot of strong moments in the magazine's history.
The most recent issue, we've got this Elway interview where, you know, it's really not a sports interview. He talks about his life since football. He talks about, you know, the death of his father, the death of his sister, the breakup of his marriage. That's gotten a lot of attention, even nationally.
And there have been some low points, printing problems, and some real doozies.
We misspelled Pat Schroeder's name on the cover. In 1995, we wrote an article predicting that the real estate market in Denver had reached its peak and was about to go into the deep freeze. And we had this great ice sculpture on the cover, and of course, prices went up about 85% over the next few years. So yeah, we've gotten stuff wrong.
It's been quite a learning curve. The hope now is to build on the magazine's solid foundation of service journalism, and as the frequency of the magazine grows, to pick up more narrative, more political, more journalism, and more issue-oriented stories. In other words, to make the next 10 years even better.
You know, I've made it onto the cover of this magazine twice. So it kind of amazes me that they've actually made it for 10 years. Guys, let's hope for another 10. Back to you.